Okay, hello again. Today we're going to be talking about how to assemble a PowerPoint presentation in the most effective manner. We're going to focus on slides today, preparing the slides for a PowerPoint presentation. Okay, specifically we're going to look at figure and data slides. Okay, what are the key points that we need to know? Well, the first point that is very important, again, it's rooted in psychology and human psychology. Visuals explain themselves. You probably have heard of the expression, a picture is worth 1,000 words. The visuals are absorbed and organized in the cognitive processes very quickly and effectively, much more easily than is done for just a series of words. So visuals explain themselves if they are clear. Of course, they must be very clear, and they must have an organizing principle. Okay, there must be some kind of principle that brings it all together into an organized way. Okay, so what does this mean for us? Well, it means that the fundamental goal of a PowerPoint presentation is the speaker directs attention to the visuals. Okay, so not a lot of words on your visuals, more of the visual, very clear visuals, and then some keywords, of course, but most elsewise, the speaking is to direct attention to well-organized, clear visuals. Okay, let's take some examples. If we look at this data on this slide, we ask ourselves, what is the information shown? Can you guess? Well, it's not very clear, is it? So it's very hard to read this slide. Okay, so this is a poor slide. The data probably is very well researched. The experiments were probably effective, but the audience cannot identify what the organizing principle is, and it's not very clear. Look, if we add a few more details here on the right, we've added a little bit more about on the y-axis here. On the left, we still have the rate. On the x-axis, we have K promoter added by weight, percentage weight. And on the right, we have some information that specialists might be able to understand, but maybe a number of people cannot. Still, inside the graph itself, there is no organizing principle. Okay, let's look at another with this data slide. Well, now we have something of a title at the top. K promoted PD / MGO and AL2O3. Okay, so this adds more information. What are we looking at? There are two types of chemicals involved and the different type of promotion. The weight at the bottom is unchanged. This, of course, should be larger, much more effective. This also, the rate should be larger and clearer as well. On the right here, on the y-axis on the right, we now have 4 categories, which is more clear. We have a PD MGO calcinated, or LTR, and we have a PD MGO uncalcinated, LTR. So now we know there's a calcinated and uncalcinated version of MGO. And the same seems to be very clear for the PDAL2O3, calcinated and uncalcinated version in an HTR. Okay, this is an improvement, but of course this should be larger and clearer. Okay, now if we go a step further and we look here, we've got K promoted PDAL2O3. Now the title is clear, the background is black, the writing is in white, much clearer, should be a little bit larger, but now we see we're focusing on just one of the 2 chemicals. Okay, so we see that we've got 2 organizing principles. We have an orange line, which is calcinated. This calcinated aspect is too small. It should be larger as well, right? we can see the blue line represents the uncalcinated, and we can see that it also should be larger. Over on the left side, we have the rate still, and on the bottom, we have the percentage weight. These again have not been changed. They should be changed to be much clearer for the visual view. The new thing that we have on this graph is an organizing principle, which shows a relationship in time and in percentage weight of K per motor. Okay, so now that we've also separated the MGO into a entirely different slide, and that's also fine. And it allows us to more focus on the MGO. Okay, you'll see that the organizing principle is also quite clearly presented, a green line and a yellow line, vaccinated and unvaccinated versions. And we can see the relationship much more clearly. Again, the title is clear, but should be a little bit larger, and the y-axis and the x-axis should be clearer as well. Now, there's another option, of course, if it's important to compare the MGO version and the AL203 version, then you can put slides next to each other like this. And then we can make comparisons, and the audience will automatically make comparisons, because by putting them side by side, we see that the intention is to compare them. Okay, so when preparing your slides, you must think very clearly about how to make the information clear and how to make an organizing principle simple and identifiable. Okay, that's the